positive ancestors. Give me the overall energy here as it relates to my collective. What do they need to know about love at this time? Oh, damn. Okay. So, strong energy and presence of the masculine at this time. Masculine energy here. It feels like this is a double-edged message. Okay, I'm feeling a dual message here. I'm feeling this energy of you being connected to a masculine energy. Now, you could be the masculine energy, but you're connected to someone who's in their masculine energy. Okay? There's somebody here who you might be feeling is not seeing things clearly with you. Okay? Could specifically be in Aries, also of Capricorn, Libra, Taurus. I do feel Libra energy here strongly on one or both sides. But I'm feeling this energy of you being connected to a masculine, but also you being in a place in which you're being called to step into your masculine. Okay? So there's an energy that you are, like, overall, but there's an energy that you embody. And I feel like this is a collective that it could be being called to step into their masculine energy to be able to be open to new opportunities in your life. And it could be beyond this person. Let's not make assumptions or allow ourselves to feed into preconception. But it does feel like there could be new opportunities if you do step into your masculine energy, meaning see from a perspective of what makes sense. Step into this more pragmatic energy and space and say, what do I need at this time to move forward in my life? This could also be career opportunities as well. Okay, so really embodying that masculine energy, that energy of like, I'm going to get this done. I have a vision and I'm going to execute. Okay, nothing's going to stand in my way. This is an energy of being independent in your way of thinking and way of acting, and moving yourself into a place in which you know you can receive all that you deserve and more. Okay, what do we need to know about this person my collective is connected to at this time? So this is somebody who is aware of the fact that they need to grow in order for your relationship to work. Right after that, I do feel like this is somebody who knows that they have to put in the work or knows that they have to make a change here in order for your relationship to work. I feel that this is somebody who could be stuck in the past. Okay, heavy nostalgic energy here. And it feels like this is why they could be guarded with you. It feels like this is somebody who appears to be guarded with you, or they're not allowing you to see their true vulnerability in this moment. And part of it is them having a lack of direction in their life. And yeah, feeling like they're a little bit guarded with you because they're stuck in the past. What does this person see in my collective? Damn. I don't know why I was like protecting you guys. I was like, no. Yeah, this is somebody who feels like the two of you are supposed to be together. This is someone who feels like the two of you are twin flames. Twin flame energy. What do they see in you? They see their other half. They see their respective other energetic half. Okay? They feel that the two of you are on a long path here. For some of you, this is somebody who has recognized that you're on an aligned path. The two of you are on an aligned path, and that the fire within them never really subsides. Like they could never quell this, or they could never suppress this fire. They've maybe tried to in the past. But I'm also sensing that this is somebody who realizes that they need to grow or evolve to meet you where you are. So this feels like healthy self-awareness on this person's side. This energy of, I know this connection will be ever present in my life. And this is the power that fuels this person. Like, look at this. This is fuel for them. This fire is their fuel. Their fuel for growth and expansion. I specifically heard, because you're worth it. Because you're worth it. There's this energy of you feeling like you are what is inspiring them and motivating them at this time. Tell me a little bit more about this. What do we need to know about this person? Yeah, specifically it could be Libra. I'm getting Capricorn, Taurus energy. I'm getting somebody who has brown hair. I'm seeing that this is somebody, yeah, who comes through with a very youthful energy. So either they're younger than you or they could be a little bit immature. Tell me a little bit more about this person. Yeah, I feel like right now it's almost like they know they have to close off to this because they feel like it's not in a state of flow. Damn. Okay, this is going to be a message that could be offensive to some people, but I have to share it because Spirit's telling me to share it. Okay? Because it's all about the intention and not the words we're stating. Okay? I do feel that this is somebody who maybe isn't as advanced as you are. Okay? Isn't as advanced as you are on the path. So maybe they're not as intelligent as you are. Or again, they're spiritually not as evolved as you are. Okay? But I also feel like where this person makes up for it, they actually have good instincts. Like they have good instincts in terms of knowing what's right for their energy. And I feel like this is somebody who knows that right now they're not where you are energetically. Like they can actually acknowledge that. And it almost feels like they're actually doing the right thing. And it's so funny. I feel like you sometimes not look down on this person, but because you know you're more spiritually evolved than this person, because you know you're further along in the path, there's a part of you that kind of is looking at this person like, well, why are you making that decision? Like, how could you pass up on an opportunity? I feel like you see this person and you question why they could ever do so. But I also feel like maybe sometimes you diminish this person to some degree, because this is actually somebody that I see actually has good instincts right now and actually is trying to protect both of you. So it's like you're both teaching each other. Maybe you don't feel like this person's teaching you, but damn they are. So if you don't feel like they're teaching you, some of you have got there's a bit of like needing to check your ego, right? Because this is definitely somebody that's teaching you. Definitely someone that's teaching you. And I almost feel like, okay, and here's another message. For some of you, this is somebody that I feel like might in the past have made you feel like you had to wait for them. And I feel like now maybe they're telling you, don't wait for me, or like I have to focus on something else for a while. And I feel like the hurt on your side is preventing you from actually seeing this as an act of love. Damn. Heavy energy. This feels like an act of love. And yeah, the song right now, Don't Wait For Me. It's like, it feels like an act of love. Some of you, pumpkins are significant. Fall time frame is significant. Okay, Halloween significant. Some of you wearing a false mask. It's like you feel like you wore a false mask and then you're not wearing a false mask anymore. You're both going through a rebirth at this time. You're both going through a rebirth, and it feels like for a long time you were experiencing a partial rebirth because you were spending more time acknowledging this person's rebirth. You were like, well, where are they? Are they still going through the process of evolution? Like, are they growing in the way that they said they would? Are they meeting their milestones? And that actually prevented you from growing. It is important that we don't so much identify with being a teacher or being a guide or being a guru or being the one who's in this further position. It's important we simply identify with just accepting the energy where it is, right? And I feel on your side, it's an act of love and compassion and benevolence on both sides, to both you and this person, in order to not feel like you are teaching. Exactly. You're tired of teaching. I feel like it's not about teaching. I feel like it's about learning on both sides. Okay. It's about learning on both sides. And even in being in a position of being able to observe this is helping you learn, helping you grow. And right now it feels like the lesson you've learned is that you do need to step into your masculine energy at this time to protect yourself. The lesson you've learned is about utilizing that masculine energy that's trying to protect you to help you engage in this period of healing and self-reflection. The lesson you've learned is in the more that you really call upon your masculine to help you heal your feminine, the more you will be able to have this balance of masculine and feminine energy to be able to create a strong foundation for any relationship in your future. There are lessons being learned on both sides. On both sides. And I feel that there is a reunion in your midst. But do not allow for quick fixes, is what I'm hearing. For some of you, you might have been a quick fix in the past. Some of you that I'm channeling, as a child, you might have been called precocious. You might have thought quickly or had a level of intelligence, a level of emotional awareness for those around you. You were considerably advanced, comparatively to other people, right? The other adults might have said, oh, they're so smart. They're so advanced. They can take care of themselves. They've learned things before they're supposed to learn things. Maybe you spoke earlier, right? And I feel like a part of you really did have this awareness of the fact that, yes, you were so mature for your age. You were so mature for your age. A part of you, I feel like, had to go through that process to be able to recognize that that was a gift because that gave you the ability to heal others. But for many of you, that precociousness, that state of being advanced, in some ways was a disassociation from your own feelings, right? There was a bypassing of your own feelings to connect to other people's feelings. And I feel that you became an expert at connecting to other people's feelings. I feel many of you, yes, are old souls, and your last karmic lesson to learn is the lesson in this lifetime. The last karmic lesson you will learn is to do the soul work so you can enjoy this path and this cycle in a state of being completely healed and open to all that this life path has to offer. The reason why you're being encouraged to not engage in any quick fixes, because quick fixes don't work. So for some of you, because you are so advanced and because you're intelligent and because you're spiritually evolved and wise, you might have had, these periods of your healing journey where you did small things to heal. Maybe you started doing journaling, but then you stopped doing it. Maybe you started meditating, you stopped meditating. Maybe you went to a therapist like 3 times and you stopped going. Quick fixes didn't work. As advanced as you are and as spiritually evolved as you are, the ability to be able to heal over a period of time is necessary. The ability to dedicate yourself to your healing journey is necessary. It's not about the healing work itself as much as it's also about you really making that commitment to you. Okay? What do we need to know about this energy here with this individual here on this side? How does it affect them? So I feel for some of you, you're making a decision at this time as it relates to this person. You feel like you have to make a decision. You're struggling though. You're struggling. What decision is my collective going to make here, or they want to make? Some of you feel like there is a necessary period of separation. For some of you, you are putting this person into separation for the first time. And for those that this is a twin flame, I want you to know that going into separation doesn't mean that the relationship ends. But for some of you, this person always was the one who initiated separation. But I feel for a lot of you, you are the one who's now initiating separation or initiating detachment only because you know that that is the only chance that this will likely lead to a state of union. And not even just for the purpose of union, because you know that you have to transcend this in order to be in a state of union with yourself. That's the key. Because union with self is union with a twin. Most individuals see the twin flame journey as this romantic fairy tale exposition of sunshine and rainbows, and it is far from that. It is heavy. It is karmic. There are past life soul contracts. It can be very challenging and pose many, many obstacles. But on the other side of healing, deep healing, again, no quick fixes, there is immense growth, multi-dimensional healing and growth, to the extent where you become a completely new person. You go through the process of a major rebirth. And on the other side of this rebirth, what you are able to experience is life in a whole new light. So I see for many of you, this is the beginning of your new life. That's what this feels like. The beginning of your new life. And I feel for a lot of you, you're not sure if this person will be part of it just yet, or if you're not sure if they'll come alongside you. You love this person. You will always love this person. They will always love you. Like I said, your souls are forever interlinked. Nothing will ever sever this tie or cut this cord. You have attempted to do so. It has been unsuccessful. There's a reason for that. Your connection with this individual right now, the reason of this season is to focus on your healing. So for those of you who have felt called to take a step back and focus on yourself and not let this person go permanently, be compassionate with yourself. We don't need to live in a world of black and white or live in a world of being in a state of binary thinking in order to feel happy or fulfilled. This is not an act of bypassing or compartmentalizing. This is an act of accepting ourselves and meeting ourselves where we are. The encouragement at this time, though, is to allow yourself to be inspired to again step into this masculine energy towards new opportunities and to transcend this into this new life, whatever this new life will offer you. Okay? What does this person think about this? Where do they stand as you allow space? Damn. This person feels guilty, but they also know that this is necessary. I feel that this is somebody who, like we saw earlier in the reading, this is somebody who does take a step back and guard themselves when they feel like they have to focus on their healing, or when they have to focus on themselves, or when they have other things to address. For some of you, this is somebody who has a third party, not all of you. But for some of you, there is a karmic relationship here in the way. Okay, not everyone. But I am definitely picking up that this is somebody who is in this state in which they know that they have to take a step back from your relationship because they feel like that is what is best. And they feel like if they do take a step back from the relationship, then they can actually give you both a sense of relief. Because you have both hit an impasse here. I feel like you've been hitting the same blockade, the same blockage, time and time again with no movement. So I feel like this is somebody who's almost like pulling the fire alarm. It's like they're allowing there to be this moment of clearing the energy, creating a bit of a guard so that both of you can move forward towards a path and process. And I actually feel on your side you're already moving in a new direction. Even without this person being guarded, it's like you had already made the decision to focus on yourself. And I feel like the fact that you are detaching from this person so easily as they become guarded makes them feel guilty because, again, they feel like they're sabotaging something. It's starting to feel real, is the energy. The potential of losing you. But I also feel like this is the risk, right? All love is risk. It's risk in being able to become your best version of self in order to fully receive it, in order to allow it to actually grow and potentially triumph over adversity. It's risk to explore it initially. If there was no risk in love, would it be as sweet, right? If there wasn't a cost or a price of entry, would it be as captivating? I don't see that it would be. This is a collective that I feel like is actually making some good decisions and are focusing in again on the masculine energy in order to be able to no longer be in a state in which they feel like they're longing for something or someone. Because you're creating the life that you've longed for. Damn. That's what this is. You're creating the life that you've longed for. You're not waiting for someone to hand it to you anymore. That's a big change. That's a big change for a lot of you. And this distance, I feel like, is healing for that purpose. As you activate your higher self, as you feel expansive in this new path, as you recognize yourself as not feeling a sense of loss because you're no longer accepting what feels like a perceived rejection. You will not cling to any crumbs or anything that feels scarce. You are moving into a state of discomfort, but it feels like a peaceful discomfort. The discomfort is about exploring something new. The discomfort has movement and possibilities, whereas the old discomfort felt stuck and stagnant and still and cold to the touch. The new discomfort is expansive and uncertain and perhaps unpredictable, but in the best possible way. It's your destiny. It's your destiny. Final advice here for this collective. What do they need to know at this time? Okay. So for those of you who are connected to this energy and you're feeling this message, you are supported by your ancestral guides at this time. Okay. I feel like you've recently had a breakthrough. Yes, abundance is coming. Abundance is coming. You've recently had a breakthrough. Some of you are feeling called to go to the ocean, to book a trip, or to go to water. I would encourage you to do so. There's something healing around water. There's something healing about being able to immerse yourself in that state of peace and serenity and allowing yourself to just be taken away by the waves. There's something here about allowing yourself as well. There's this energy of being like baptized by the water, by the beach. For some of you who are feeling the beach, right? The energy of traveling and like allowing spirit to speak to you in the ways that they will, in the messages that are unexpected, in places that you don't anticipate. Maybe things that you find along your path, maybe people that you meet as you connect with them, maybe songs that you hear, bands that are playing outside, things that you wouldn't normally connect with, being forced out of your comfort zone in a place in which you have no choice but to be truly present. That feels like it helps align you with this higher purpose. That's the cheat code right here. Okay? The advice for this collective is to not allow yourself as well to be isolated in your thoughts. And at this time, really allow yourself to disband or release the ego that I feel like is preventing you from feeling excited about this new chapter. The one thing that I feel like keeps you connected to this person is the feeling of being slighted in some way. And it feels like that is very painful to move beyond. And for many of you, it's this feeling of like, did I see this wrong? Did I not view this correctly? Was I wrong in opening up? Was I wrong in taking a risk? Was I wrong in taking a chance? Was I wrong in making the decision? Let me tell you, you are right along the path. I love you, Gail. Let me tell you, you are right all along the path. You've never been wrong. You never be wrong. Because when you make a decision, when you're connected to your heart and your intuition, you will not be wrong. There is no such thing as a wrong decision. Okay? And I feel for many of you, it is about releasing the ego around feeling silly or stupid and just knowing that every decision you make, perfectly imperfect as they are, help you paint the masterpiece that is your life. There is beauty in messy and imperfect because it allows you to test and learn and explore and expand. If we just did the same thing every day and we never took a risk, we never took a chance, what a mundane, old, gray existence that is. You are not somebody who is meant to live a dreary existence. You are not somebody who's meant to be wrung out like an old towel full of old bathwater, okay? You're somebody that is meant to explore and expand and adventure and open your heart and get it broken and open your heart again and get it broken and love deeply and unequivocally and unconditionally and be free to do so and not feel any type of way about it and do all of the things that you're meant to do without fear, without self-doubt, with self-confidence, with self-love. That is the life you're meant to live. Okay? And that is in your soul contract. So, in this moment, I feel like many of you are ready. I feel like this was a storm that came in unexpectedly. But it also feels like, for those of you particularly who's connected to someone or the person is connected to someone else, you got to let them go. You got to let them go face their karma. This is the last message for those of you in third-party relationships. Let them face their karma. Stop preventing that person from learning their lesson. You're just making that relationship extend beyond. You don't want to hear this. A lot of you don't want to hear this. You connecting to that person is just delaying them from learning the lesson they need to learn in order to end that relationship. You keeping them happy in some way, you giving them these momentary doses, this placebo of what happiness can be like, is simply extending that karmic lesson in that relationship, subsequently giving you exactly the opposite of what you're desiring. Negatively manifesting your worst case scenario. The advisement, keep your hands clean. Stay out of it. It's hard. But that is the only path forward. Detach and allow them to face their lesson head on, as you will as well. There's the ego in it. For those of you who are connected to the third party and there's this sense of feeling like you chose them and they chose someone else, I want you to know that you chose yourself by following your heart. Okay? And you'll continue to choose yourself as you let go and move forward. At any point in time, we can choose to shift our perspective. There is no fixed or abject reality. The reality is of your choosing and your depiction of it. So it's important for you to view things in the way that they are most favorable to you. Okay? Final advice for this collective. If you have been feeling a devoid of excitement or chemistry in your life, if you've been feeling like you're lacking that enthusiasm, seek it in other things. Seek in other things. That's the truth. I feel like this person did light something on fire within you. I feel like there is still a purpose for this connection. But right now, your mission as it relates to this connection is to be the same version of yourself that you are when you are feeling like you're in a happy state of the relationship with this person without them. That's tough. I want you to do that. I want you to be your own excitement. I want you to be your own thing to look forward to. I want you to be the version of yourself when you first connect with this person, you had all the butterflies and excitement and intensity. I want you to be that for yourself. Okay? Hope this message was helpful.